Listen closely. You are here today because you want to grow, not only in your English journey, but also in the way you connect with people, the way you speak, the way you move in the world, and the way you understand yourself and others. You are here because you want to communicate with warmth, clarity, confidence, and kindness, and that desire already shows your heart. The book, How to Win Friends and Influence People, is a guide that teaches us how to build deeper, stronger, more meaningful relationships in life. It is not a book about manipulation or forcing people to like you, and it is not about pretending or acting fake, but about understanding how humans think, feel, and respond to the way we are treated. The book teaches us that the way we speak to others can open doors or close them, heal wounds or create distance, strengthen bonds or break them apart. So before we begin, take a slow breath. Let your shoulders relax. Be here without rushing, without pressure. You do not need to be perfect to learn. You only need to be present, calm, and open to the words you are hearing. Learning happens naturally when you allow it, not when you force it. Now, let us begin gently. One of the most important lessons from the book is this: people want to feel important. Every person carries an invisible sign that says, "Please understand me. Please notice me. Please value me. This is true for you. It is true for me. It is true for every person you will ever meet." When someone feels ignored, they feel small, unseen, and lonely inside, even if they do not say it. But when someone feels seen and heard, even in a small moment, something inside them opens like a flower in sunlight. They feel warm, they feel safe, they feel human. Think about a person you enjoy talking to. It may not be because they are funny or smart or beautiful, but because they listen to you with attention. When you speak, they look at you. They care about what you are saying. Their presence makes you feel respected. That feeling is powerful, and you have the ability to give that feeling to others simply by being present when they speak. You do not need perfect English for this. You do not need advanced vocabulary or perfect grammar. You only need to listen with your heart. When you listen to someone without rushing, without interrupting, without thinking of what you will say next, you are already giving them something valuable: your attention, your presence, your respect. This is where connection begins. This is where friendship begins. This is where influence begins. Another lesson from the book teaches us that if you want people to like you, be genuinely interested in them. Not fake interest. Not interest because you want something, but real curiosity about who they are. Most people feel like no one truly listens to them. They feel like they must hide their thoughts or keep their feelings quiet. So when someone finally listens to them with care, it feels like a gift. You can be that person. Ask gentle questions. Ask someone about their day. Ask what they have been thinking about. Ask what they enjoy, what makes them smile, what matters to them. You do not need to talk a lot. You do not need to impress anyone with your knowledge or your achievements. Simply being interested is enough. Now, let us talk about something simple but powerful: smile. A real smile is a soft expression of warmth, not forced, not fake, not something big or dramatic. It can be very small, calm, and gentle, like a quiet light in your eyes. When you smile at someone, you are saying without words, "You are welcome here. I am glad to meet you. I see you." Smiling is a universal language. It does not require confidence. It does not require perfect English. It only requires kindness. Next, let us talk about names. A person's name is deeply personal. It is part of their identity, part of who they are in the world. When you say someone's name, even once, with warmth and respect, you make them feel important. You do not need to repeat their name many times, just say it naturally and kindly. This small action can create a feeling of connection that stays in their heart for a long time. Another lesson from the book is one of the most difficult but also one of the most powerful. Do not criticize, condemn, or complain. When you criticize someone, even if you think you are right, they feel attacked. Their pride becomes defensive. They close their heart. They stop listening. They protect themselves. Once the heart closes, communication is no longer real. Even when someone makes a mistake, there is a gentle way to speak. You can share your feelings without hurting theirs. You can express your perspective without attacking their identity. Instead of saying, "You are wrong," you can say, "I understand your point and I see it differently. May I share my view?" This simple change turns conflict into peaceful conversation. The goal of communication is not to win, it is to understand and be understood. It is to keep the connection alive. Take a slow breath now. Let the meaning rest in your heart. You are learning not just how to speak better, but how to connect better. You are learning skills that will help you build friendships, stronger relationships, and a life filled with warmth and understanding. This is the beginning of something powerful. You are learning not just how to speak better, but how to connect better. And this understanding creates a new way of being in the world. When you begin to communicate with care, with attention, and with respect, your relationships soften, your conversations deepen, and your voice begins to carry a quiet kind of strength that people feel even before they fully understand it. So now, let us continue gently. One of the most meaningful lessons in how to win friends and influence people is the idea of trying to see things from the other person's point of view. This means that before reacting, before responding, and before defending yourself, you take a moment to imagine what the other person might be feeling, thinking, or experiencing in their heart. This is a powerful practice because every person you meet is carrying something you cannot see. They may be tired, they may be stressed, they may be worried, they may be feeling invisible. And when someone feels these things, even a small misunderstanding can feel very heavy. But when you pause and try to understand, the energy shifts. The conversation becomes softer. The heart opens instead of closing. When you say something like, "I understand how you might feel that way," or "I can see why you would think that," you are not agreeing or disagreeing. You are simply showing respect for their experience. And respect creates connection. Next, the book teaches something very important. Admit your mistakes sincerely and quickly. Many people try to protect their pride by pretending they are always right, but this only creates distance and tension in relationships. When you say, "I was wrong," or "I should not have said that," you release the pressure between you and the other person. This honesty allows trust to return. It allows both hearts to relax again. Admitting your mistakes is not weakness. It is one of the strongest things a person can do. It says, "I value this relationship more than I value being right." Now, let us talk about appreciation. People do not grow from criticism, pressure, or judgment. They grow when they feel seen for their effort, their sincerity, their intention, even when the result is not perfect. When you appreciate someone, even in a small way, their heart feels lighter. They feel encouraged to continue. They feel safe to try again. A simple phrase like, "I noticed your effort," or "I really appreciate what you did," can stay in someone's memory for years. People remember how you made them feel. Sometimes they remember it forever. Another gentle principle from the book is how we help someone improve without making them feel embarrassed or criticized. If you need to guide someone, you can do it softly, like saying, "Maybe we can try this way together," instead of saying, "You did it wrong." When guidance is kind, it feels like support. When guidance is harsh, it feels like rejection. People don't change because we push them. People change because they feel safe, supported, and believed in. And your kindness can be the reason someone grows. Now, let us speak about influence. True influence does not come from forcing, controlling, or overpowering someone. True influence comes from your presence, your softness, your patience, your understanding, and your ability to make others feel valued when they are with you. If someone feels safe with you, they will open. If someone feels respected by you, they will listen. If someone feels appreciated by you, they will trust. It is not your perfect English that will make people stay near you. It is your heart. It is your warmth. It is your ability to treat people like humans, not objects or obstacles. So remember this, your voice becomes more beautiful when your heart becomes gentle. Your communication becomes stronger when your intention is kind. Your relationships grow when you create space for others to feel seen and understood. Take a slow breath now. Feel your chest rise softly. Feel your body loosen just a little. You are learning to communicate with love, and that is a powerful kind of growth. You are not rushing. You are not forcing. You are letting the lessons sink in gently, and you are doing beautifully. You have already learned the importance of listening, of understanding, of appreciating, and of speaking with kindness. You have learned that communication is not only about the words you choose, but the feeling behind the words. And now, in this final part, we go deeper into how to create lasting, meaningful, and inspiring relationships in your daily life. There is a lesson in the book that says, if you want someone to follow your ideas, inspire them, do not demand them. This means that forcing someone to change usually makes them resist. But when you show them how something can improve their life in a positive and encouraging way, the change comes naturally. People respond to inspiration more than pressure. They respond to hope more than fear. They respond to kindness more than criticism. So if you want someone to understand you, begin by understanding them. If you want someone to listen to you, begin by listening to them. If you want someone to be gentle with your feelings, be gentle with theirs. Connection is a reflection. What you give, you receive. The book also teaches us that if you want people to remember your message, you must speak to their interests, their desires, and their feelings, not only your own. Every person has something they care about deeply. It could be their family, their dreams, their work, their pride, their fears, their identity. When you speak to what matters to them, your words enter their heart more easily. So instead of thinking, "What do I want to say?" try asking, "What does this person care about?" And let your words meet them there. This is not manipulation. It is compassion. It is communication that honors the human experience. Now, let us talk about one of the most beautiful lessons in the book. Make others feel good about themselves. Many people have been criticized their entire life. They have been told they are not good enough, not smart enough, not successful enough, not confident enough. Some have been told these things by others, and some repeat these words inside their own mind every day. So when you become a person who offers encouragement, you become like fresh air to someone who has been struggling to breathe. A simple sentence like, "I believe in you," can be life-changing. Or, "You did well. I saw your effort." Or even, "You matter. Your presence here makes a difference." These are not small words, they are seeds. And when they are planted in the heart, they grow. You never know how deeply your kindness may affect someone. Sometimes a single encouraging conversation can change the direction of someone's life. So speak gently, speak kindly. You may be giving someone exactly what they needed to hear. Another important teaching from the book is to let others talk about themselves. Most people do not have many opportunities to express their thoughts, feelings, and dreams. So when someone opens up to you, let them speak. Listen with care. Listen with your eyes. Listen with presence. And when they finish, do not rush to speak about yourself. Let the silence breathe. Let their feelings settle. Let the moment be soft and slow. This creates trust, and trust is the foundation of every strong relationship. Now, let us talk about leadership. Leadership is not about being the loudest voice or the strongest force. True leadership is about guiding others with respect, understanding, and confidence that comes from calm clarity. The book says that if you want someone to do something, you can make it easier by noticing even the smallest improvements and praising them sincerely. This makes the person want to try harder, not because they feel forced, but because they feel supported. Encouragement is fuel. Encouragement is warmth. Encouragement is love in motion. If you want to inspire others, be the person who lifts them up. And now we approach something deeper. You may notice that these lessons do not only teach how to win friends, they teach how to become a better human being, a kinder person, a more patient person, a more empathetic listener, a more compassionate presence. You are learning how to create peace in your conversations, how to create understanding where there was misunderstanding, how to build connection where there was distance. And this matters because the world needs more people like that. The world needs more gentleness, more understanding, more people who know how to listen with love. You are learning something powerful, something beautiful, something life-changing. Pause here for a moment. Take a slow breath. Let it fill your chest and release gently. Feel the growth happening inside you. Feel the soft strengthening of your heart. Feel the maturity forming in your communication. This is how connection begins. This is how love grows. This is how relationships become strong and lasting. Now we will softly close our journey together. You are growing into someone who speaks with love, listens with patience, and touches others with kindness. Remember, every conversation is a chance to create warmth. Every interaction is a chance to make someone feel valued. Every moment is a chance to choose understanding instead of judgment. You are not alone in your journey. You are growing step by step, word by word, day by day.